Like that, like.
Accused of threatening a child with a replica handgun, this
Like
high
that,
school
like.
dropout and wannabe thug let his mother do the talking, blaming everything on anxiety. Judge Fleischer's reaction was priceless.
You're
Yeah, this judge don't be
18. What do you
playing.
do with yourself these days?
Boy, answer that question.
Spit the gum out, man.
You chewing gum?
Within the first 5 minutes that I've met him, his behavior towards me, his demeanor, the way he looks.
That's anxiety.
Good morning, Mr. Alexander. So you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
2024, officers were dispatched to 11910 Chetman Drive in Harris County, Texas. The complainant, the mother of the defendant, told the officers that her 11-year-old son, the second complainant, was riding his bike down the street when he passed the defendant. Complainant 2 and the defendant know each other. When they passed, the defendant began insulting the son, and the defendant pulled what appeared to be a tan handgun from his waistband and pointed it at the second complainant while making remarks about shooting him. After the second complainant told his family about what happened, they went to look for the defendant and confronted him. The defendant reached into his waistband again, but the complainant's family was able to wrestle the gun away, which turned out to be a BB gun. The officers noted that the BB gun appeared to be very similar to a real gun in appearance.
Mr. Alexander, are you here with anyone today?
Yes, sir.
Who are you here with? Go grab her, please. Go grab your mom.
Are you mom?
Yes.
Come on up.
Come on up, Mom.
Good morning.
Hi. Thank you so much for coming.
No problem.
Did you hear everything that happened?
Some of it, I couldn't hear all of it.
Let's hear it again. Okay, do you mind, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thanks.
On September 23rd, officers were dispatched to 11910 Chetman Drive in Harris County, Texas. The complainant, the mother of the 13-year-old boy, told the officers that her son was riding down the street riding his bike when the son passed the defendant. The complainant and the defendant know each other, and when they passed, the defendant began insulting the son, and the defendant pulled what appeared to be a tan handgun from his waistband and pointed it at the complainant while making remarks.
See, the judge going off the old boy demeanor. Look at his head cocked to the side. Look uninterested. Like he don't want to be there. We know you young. Hey, it was good. We back in the building. And he looked like he don't want to be there. So the judge can only go off his demeanor. He doesn't know this boy.
Remarks about shooting him. After the complainant told his family about what happened, they went to look for the defendant and confronted him. The defendant reached into the waistband again, but the complainant's family was able to wrestle away the gun, which turned out to be a BB gun. The officers noted the BB gun appeared to be very similar to a real gun in appearance.
Lucky he's not charged with aggravated assault. You know, they could charge you with a very serious offense where you're looking at serious time in prison. You're lucky they didn't, Mr. Alexander. How old are you, sir? You're 8.
Speak up.
What do you do with yourself these days? Spit the gum out, man.
You chewing gum?
Your attitude toward me right now, Mr. Alexander, it really, really sucks. You have an air of arrogance on you.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or... Has he been with you all morning?
I'm sorry?
Has he been with you all morning?
Yes, yes.
If I drug test you right now, what's going to show up, Mr. Alexander?
Ooh. He trying to go for the drug test. Answer the question. Now you shrugging your shoulders like, I don't know. Boy, answer the question.
What's going to show up?
Gee, these YNs, man.
I'm sending him for a drug and alcohol test right now. I'd like to know what, if anything, is in his system. We have to...
Yeah, too laid back, nonchalant. See, these young kids just don't care. You right. This is just too chill. Like, I know court is a nerve-wracking experience, but come on, yo. Like, your mom should have told you, like, yo, stand up straight, keep your head up straight, your demeanor's off, take this serious. Like, and a lot of these young kids don't understand the severity of court and jail nowadays. They think everything is a joke.
I don't even know what to say, but all I know...
I mean, you brought me up here, so do I have permission to speak?
Absolutely.
Okay, so respectfully, I would submit that these are the alleged charges. There is extenuating circumstances, and the report from the complainant is actually not accurate. That family has actually made verbal and written threats to my son, and we have proof of that. So while I understand that these sound quite egregious, it is not the whole story.
I understand. And I know that there's always two sides to a story. I get it. And you will have the opportunity. But within the first 5 minutes that I've met him, his behavior towards me, his demeanor, the way he looks, just
That's anxiety. He's standing in the
You know what? I'm not even about to do it. I'm not even about to do it.
courtroom. He's standing in the courtroom for the first time. And this is, he doesn't have his attorney, he doesn't have an attorney yet. And this is a process that's foreign to him. So what I would, implore from you is don't take his demeanor as disrespect. It is, he is anxious. He's been anxious all morning. He has been with me all morning and he doesn't really know what to say. So I understand that you're getting a first impression from him, but he is still a very young adult, and this is his first experience in a courtroom.
See, he gave you opportunity by letting your mom come up there and let her speak for you. But the other part that's disturbing is the simple fact that you just seem like you don't care. Like that's what the judge is looking at. Like it is a nervous feeling for anybody going to a courtroom in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, whatever time. No matter how many times you've been in the courtroom, it's a nervous. All eyes on you. You got to know the law. You got to memorize things. You got to make sure they don't trick you. So it is nerve wracking. However, there's nothing nerve wracking about somebody asking you a question. Just a simple question. It's not a trick question. Just answer the question.
right. I agree with you. Mr. Alexander, what you need to understand is that you're 18. You've got this bag of money on your neck, and this life is but a very, very short. Look at me. Look at me. This life is a very short one, and it can be a very happy life, or it can be a rotten, miserable existence of a life. What you do now will dictate the next 40 to 50 years of your life. You work hard now at 18 to 20 to 30 to maybe 40 so that you're not working like a dog when you're 70 to 80 and you can actually have a life and retire. This, by picking up criminal cases at 18, you're moving backwards. How far did you even make it in high school?
And this is why I understand why the judge brought the mom up there, probably to make him feel more comfortable. And also, too, it's not the real world. Because another judge who didn't care, they'd be like, oh, you don't want to talk? Yo, just lock him up until it's time to go to court. So you say, I don't feel comfortable talking to him. Bruh, at some point, you got to man up. And a mom is coddling his boy, fighting his battles for him. Because at some point, you have to do this on your own. You chose to assault somebody, and you chose to get into this altercation, not your mom. And she has to stop saving him.
I want you to answer. I want to get to know you, Mr. Alexander. I want to know what's sorry?
Pick your head
He's
up.
in 11th grade.
You need an education, Mr. Alexander. If you're going to do anything in this life, you need an education.
I got my education.
I want to do everything I can to help you out. Okay? I really do. If he's smoking weed, it stops today. Okay? I'm going to drug test him right now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. If he tests positive, then I'm going to test him again in 40 days, give or take. The marijuana stops now. and I want him to get back in school. He either needs to be in school full-time or get a full-time job so that he's not running in the streets. Mr. Alexander, I am also making it a condition of your bond that you're not allowed to have any kind of weapons whatsoever for any reason. I can give you a lawyer to try to help you out as much as I can, and I will waive all your fees so you won't be responsible for any cost for anything.
See, he didn't even have to do that. The judge like, look, get your lawyer, waive all fees. At that point, boy, you should be ecstatic. You should perk up, look at the judge like, thank you. I ain't nobody saying beg and get on your knees. Yeah, waiving the fees. He's waiving the fees. That's showing you the judge is trying to give him a chance. Like, yo, we're going to waive all the fees. That's damn near unheard of. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man.
Thank you.
All I want is him to be as productive and as good of a person as he can be. And starting out with criminal cases at 18 and to where he can't even talk to me, we need to change that.
I just make a comment about the bond conditions.
Sure, of course.
I've done I called the complainant's mother in this case a few days ago and kind of spoke to her about what happened. And I learned that there is a history between this family and the defendant. Back in the summer, this defendant stole a gun out of the complainant's house. He asked to enter the house under the guise that his mother had kicked him out. Went into one of the complainant's uncle's bedrooms and stole a gun. He FaceTimed the complainant's uncle a few days later, flashing the gun, telling them that he was going to come hit up the house while flashing the gun at him. They used to walk to the same bus stop. They used to come out of the same bus stop, the complainant and this defendant. The complainant is terrified of the defendant. We've asked for no contact. We've also asked for GPS monitoring because of that. They don't attend the same school, but they were stopping at the same bus stop. Now the complainant asks that his uncle walks into the school bus every day because he is so scared of the defendant. And as I think is mentioned in the PC statement, the complainant in this case is 13 years old.
Sheesh.
Was there a police report filed for that incident?
There was. I have the incident number.
For that one you're referring to about the gun?
Yes, where the gun was stolen.
What happened? They didn't follow it up. They didn't call the police. They didn't, theft of a firearm is a very serious felony.
According to the complainant's mother, they filed a report. She provided me with an incident number.
How long ago was this?
This was she said July.
Nah, for real, like I know you can hate the neighbors, but never to take it that far. Like, goddamn, bro, little bro took it far. Like, holy shit. And you see the mom trying to rebuttal the situation. Was there a police report? Yes, it was. Just because you weren't notified about it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Why? I can attempt to follow up with the responding agency. I'm not sure if it was the sheriff's office or not, but I mean, either way, there is like a history between these two families. And the complainant and his mother are both in fear of the defendant.
So, Mr. Alexander.
I would again submit that this family lives around the corner from us. We have never been approached. He lives at home with me. In July, we actually were in Panama for his 18th birthday. We weren't even home. There was never a time he was kicked out of my house.
Were you out in Panama the entire month?
We were out
Word.
in Panama from July 10th until
So not the whole month.
beginning of August, yes.
Well,
So,
that's not the entire month.
well, most of the month, excuse me. And in addition to that,
That's a long
no one
time.
has come to investigate anything.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so, Mr. Alexander, I'm issuing a protective order over this child, this other kid. You're not allowed to have contact with this person or go within 200 feet of where they live or where they work. Do you understand, sir?
Do
You're
you
not allowed to be
understand?
possessing weapons. You're not allowed to have any kind of threatening or harassing behavior with this child. If they call back and they say that you have harassed them, then I will revoke the bond and I'm going to put you in jail. And I'm going to tell you now, I will not give you any more PR bonds. So all I'm asking you to do is stay away. No one is finding you guilty now. We're just asking that you guys separate and don't have any contact. That's it. I am going to put an ankle monitor so I know that you're not going anywhere near their house. But like I said, I'll cover the cost of anything so it won't cost you guys anything.
Damn. And he getting the ankle monitor paid for, no cost, because you got to pay for that too. Sheesh. Judge working with you, my boy. Judge is working with you.
You must charge this thing on a daily basis, Mr. Alexander. If you don't charge it, the battery goes dead, then we will file a motion to revoke. Not a motion to revoke, but I'll revoke the bond. So as it stands now, what we'll do is I will send you now for a drug test. We're going to have you come back. I want to know what, if anything, is in it. And then I will provide you.
You know he's
now and
smoking
then
that
a waiver,
weed.
and we'll go from there. Do you have any other questions, man?
That family is in possession of my bicycle, not his, it's mine.
I don't even want to hear what else she got to say. That family is in possession of my bicycle. Really? So we about to just throw this stuff out of there? Like, and yeah, keep the youth out of prison, but this judge is trying everything in his power to work with this young man. Hey, you see what I'm saying? And yeah, the bike. Like, you're killing me with the bike. Like.
They actually stole that from him. I would like my bike back.
I would like my bike back is
There's
crazy.
proper channels to do it. I don't know how, but as it stands now,
Cry me a river.
he can't go over there, can't have any contact with them
That's fine.
whatsoever. You know, and I would venture to guess that if you go over there as well, it's probably gonna be even more bad blood. So
No, I don't have any.
perhaps you can find someone else, like another intermediary, that can go over there and try to get a bike back. Yeah, but at this point, just don't have any contact with them. And when you come back, then we'll have you speak to someone. Okay? All right. I'm gonna have you sign a Go ahead.
Want to do it today?
Correct. Yes. Mr. Alexander.
Wow, the first time you
I
spoke?
want you to either get a job or get into school full time. But when you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive.
Idle
Your
time.
brain craves activity. It needs activity. And when you don't challenge yourself with either school or a job or anything, then bad things are they're just gonna come and happen. You have to occupy your life. You have to do something. Where we're headed now, you're going the opposite way of how you should be doing things. This is not a good way to start at 18. All right.
I need my bike back. My bike back is crazy. Hey, yo. I bet you is weed in his system. I guarantee you is weed in his system. You know why? Because weed is so acceptable now. It's legal. It's everywhere. Kids can get their hand on it. So it's just like, it is what it is. But I guarantee you smoking weed. I'm not mad at it, but I just know it's weed in the system.
Let me tell you something at the outset, Mr. Alexander.
Oh, that's his lawyer?
Everything that I want for you, I want the best for you. Okay? At times, the conditions that I place on you, you may not like it. And that I'm okay with that. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do the best thing for you. And what I think and I hope it is the best thing to achieve our goal, which is to make you a person that's an upstanding young man that's headed toward greatness. So he tested positive for what? Just marijuana? Okay, no more. You will be tested 40 days from today. If you continue to smoke marijuana, I'm going to revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay, I want you to understand that you are also not allowed to use anything that has THC in it. No oils, gummies, vape pens. What else is there? CBD, nothing you're not allowed to use. Do you understand? Okay, Mom, what else should we do? School, work?
Ooh, he asking the mom.
What do you think would be the best?
I encourage therapy all the time. I think the therapy.
Say it again.
Therapy. I think therapy is beneficial.
That's a start. Okay, I like that, Mom. That's a start.
That if he doesn't
Finally seemed like you stopped trying to coddle him a little bit. That seemed like a
go to
start.
the therapist, then he can stay with us as well. You have to do your therapy as well. Mr. Alexander, what happens if you don't do your therapy? I want you to understand this one more thing. I want you to be nice to your mom. The conditions that I place on you now has nothing to do with your mother. If your mother tells me that you're disrespecting her or not being nice or not following her rules, you will stay with me. Do you understand, sir?
That's not an issue.
I hope so.
Still
I
gotta
really
say
do.
it.
Do you think that we need to put a curfew on him?
I don't think he needs a curfew. I think he's good.
Okay.
I would have.
I want to do whatever you think is right. So if you
See, he's still giving the mom power in the situation. Like, look, I want to do whatever you think is correct. Like, I can impose so much bullshit on your son and put him in the blender, but I'm still giving the power to you. Most judges won't do this. He's giving this young man chance after chance after chance after chance. So hopefully he changed his life and he turned his life around for the better after this. You know, it's hard to get an update on a lot of these cases and whatnot, but hopefully he changed for the better.
if you need anything else in the future, if you want anything else, all you have to do is let Mr. Elick know, and then we can help you out with whatever. What about school or work now?
The educational treatment sector.
Okay.
He has a relationship with them.
Wait. Is he on probation now?
No, he's not on probation.
I was about to say, ooh,
Great.
that was going to change a
He
lot.
has a relationship with them.
Okay.
And so the hardship is transportation. He was doing Z-Trip before for pickup and drop off. If we can make arrangements for him to participate in that program, he
Yep.
did exceptionally well there. They have familiarity with him and a relationship with him. You know, despite the charges, like I said, there's great extenuating circumstances, but he is quite intelligent. And he, you know, there's a lot more to this story and his story than is.
I mean, yeah, it's
shown
going to play out
in,
later
you know,
on or
the
whatever, but
affidavit
stop
that is
coddling
being
this young
presented to
man. He's 18.
But AJ, I call him AJ Alvis, he has a lot going for him more than this statement shows. So if he has the right circumstances, I think that he'll do.
Mr. Alexander, why do you always look so upset? Sorry? You know, when you,
You need to change. He said, this my face. You need to change your face, bro. Like, life ain't that bad. Like, Jesus Christ. Words get kicked out of their nest for a reason. Yes. Holy cow.
you smile,
100%,
and when
bro.
you're nice to people, it goes a long way. It really, really does. When you meet with these people, they have your life in their hands. And if you go up there and you act aggressive or passive aggressive,
They'll treat you
know,
that way.
you're not going to get what you want. But if you go in there, if you're nice, you crack a joke and make them smile and make them laugh, you can have them eating out of your hands.
Hey, no, that's a fact. You crack a joke with somebody, raise your eyebrow, smile, laugh, their guard is down. You can get whatever you want. But if you go in there with that mean mug, passive aggressive, like he said, they're going to treat you a certain way.
I feel like I'm talking to him, just not getting anything.
It's not computing.
No, I think he hears you. I think that they're, like I said.
She's about to blame
there's a
anxiety.
component of anxiety and depression.
Is he taking any medication?
Other
Is he-
than for he has physical conditions that he takes medication for.
Has he been diagnosed to take anything? Or no?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Has he been diagnosed or
With
anything?
depression?
Any, I guess anything.
Yes, yes. He's also had 49 surgeries against him.
Hmm?
He has a rare incurable condition. There's a lot more to this
She just said he had 49 surgeries? What?
story than you know.
No.
Yeah, little bro a
I
little
will
off.
help you as much as I can. I really do.
Little bro, a
And
little off.
anything you need, you know, he works with the managers assigned council, so they have resources. All you have to do is ask, and we can give you whatever we have. We're prepared to give to you. And like I said,
Start with making sure that he has transportation to get to the GED program. because
we
it's
can look into that certainly.
far
Yeah.
From my home, that would definitely benefit. He has a desire, he just needs the path, and he needs to.
Hopefully, little bro change around. Like,
You have to want it as well.